Hey, you are now listening or watching the Halos in the Infield podcast, sponsored in part by Noble L Works over on 1621 South Sinclair, where you can get discounts by just mentioning HITI, Halos in the Infield, drink discounts on us, baby. And also by 714 Tickets. The price you see is the price you get, and you also get 10% additionally off in the Apply Now code once you order your tickets just by mentioning HITI, Halos in the Infield. Now enjoy the show.
Live every night on the Halos in the Infield Baseball Network.
Welcome to the Halos in the Infield post-game podcast with Todd Fox, sponsored by Noble Ale Works Brewery, as well as 714 Tickets. This is your nightly destination for all things Los Angeles Angels. Come join Todd as he recaps every thrilling and disappointing moment from tonight's game, win or lose. Get ready for insightful analysis, fan reactions, and Todd's engaging commentary. Plus, fans can call in live to the Halo Hotline to have their voices and opinions heard as well.
It's the Halo Hotline.
Stay tuned in for your chance to win free Halos merchandise with our weekly trivia.
It's all about the game.
It's time to dive into the heart of Angels baseball with Todd Fox on the Halos in the Infield postgame podcast.
There's a drive from Mike Trout. See you later. That is long gone.
It's the Todd Fox postgame podcast with your host, Todd Fox.
Hey, welcome into another episode of the post-game show here on Halos in the Infield. I am your host, Todd Fox, on the only post-game podcast platform that is given to you as realism fans can take over from the honkism, or if you want to be a honk, we still read your text, or we read your X's and your tweets. No, we check out every comment, we read every comment, we engage the fans, we even have phone calls, so then we have people call in at the end of the show that, celebrity guests in actuality. But we have a lot to celebrate tonight. We have yet again another win at home, which is rare, 12-23, but the win at home being the first game of the series. So now we're skeptical whether they can win the next two or one of the next two to then again win another series. So we have a good game to recap and talk about, and I will. But damn it, if I'm not going to sit here and shout from the top of the mountaintops, fuck yeah, this guy is gone.
Dead man walking. If he tries me, I will make him famous.
Fuck you, Suarez, you're gone. Yeah! We could have lost 100-0 tonight, but the fact that before the game even started, we lost Vanessa's husband. And I know Marty was talking to me earlier. He called me and was telling me, yeah, you know what sucks? We lost Vanessa Hudgens. Not so much her husband, but I'm like, hey, we're the Angels. We don't get skinny model Vanessa Hudgens. We get, not bloated, but she's about to explode Vanessa Hudgens. So we lose. We don't have even the best part of that tandem, which is his wife. Unfortunately, Tucker was not a very good baseball player, but he's gone. But Suarez, king of the home run, king of tipping the pitches, a guy who was here 3 years too long, my comeback player of the year, my player to watch in 2023. He more than let me down last year. And again, like I said yesterday, he came back this year and was like, you like what I did last year? You'll really like what I do this year. And he just proceeded to suck ass. And he's gone. So dead man walking no more. No more will the other team just put on their bib and start drooling from the mouth and their knife and fork ready to get in that batter's box because they know number fat ass 54 will be pitching. At least we have other guys that we can bring up and scare you a little bit. So before the game, the Angels were the Milwaukee Brewers were 42-29 coming in. They were 20-17 on the road. Angels, weren't exactly red hot or anything, but could have swept, but Suarez screwed them over. They DFA'd both those guys, and they brought in Dan Plesac's son, which is Zach Plesac, a guy that we DFA'd and gave a second opportunity to after the Ohio shitfucks released him in the offseason. And this is a guy who's been fighting to be on the roster since spring training. He got a second opportunity to. He was pitching decent down in Rocket City and then being promoted back up to Salt Lake and was doing decent there. And so he was given an opportunity to come on the roster because we had to scratch Soriano. I thought we were going to see Soriano tonight. I came from the game. That's another reason why I'm late tonight, because I was at the game with my girl. It was actually 3 years ago that I met Steve Elise in person after flirting with her online. and sparks kind of flew that night. So we met at Angel Stadium. So another reason for me to love that dump that we call home. So anyway, moving on. Tonight's matchup was against a rookie, Rodriguez, and Rodriguez had only had 3 innings of experience pitching before this, coming into this game. So this guy was getting his first start versus Zach Plesac, who had several starts with Ohio, but he had, had injury problems, fallen out of favor with them. Like I said, released, hadn't had his first opportunity here. First things first, that got me a little not too much on his side before he even threw a pitch. What the hell was he wearing? Number 34 is Aidenhart, and Thor at least asked Aidenhart's family if it was okay to wear 34, and they granted him that. Do we know if Zach did or not? We don't know yet. So that kind of bothered me. I hadn't heard that he had asked for the number 34 or whatever, but it is what it is. And then the orange, what was his thing with those orange cleats? I mean, you could see those from outer space. I mean, was he supposed to be directing traffic? I don't know. But that didn't exactly match his jersey, and I didn't think you could wear those unless it was funny cleat week or whatever the hell MLB does when they say sponsor these cleats or whatever. Anyway, that was the least of the worries. I just felt that if he could give you 4 innings, I'd be happy with that, and I was kind of hoping for more because the bullpen game the day before, which was dumb as shit, but maybe that was like some of you conspiracy theorists out there thought that, well, if they had maybe Ron was trying to throw Suarez on purpose, literally under the bus to show Perry, hey, enough's enough. This guy sucks ass. You got to cut him. And he finally got what he wanted. However, the cutting of 54 went. I'm all for it. Now we got one big ass piece of shit to cut out, and that's number 6. Once we get rid of that guy, I think the team will start to flourish because we got both cancers off the team. But getting back to tonight's game, it started off a little rocky because he hung a pitch to another SoCal native. As I was looking on the scoreboard, we were watching the game, and there must have been 6 Brewers that have ties to Huntington Beach, to the Anaheim area, to the Westlake area. So they have LA/Anaheim roots, and Bowers was one of them, and he took Plesac deep. I mean, he annihilated that ball, and it was 2-0. But then something happened that was weird. The Angels responded in the 3rd inning. In the bottom of the 3rd inning, the Angels responded by getting a Guillermo triple, which he was on tonight. And I got to admit, I've seen a lot of games with him in there. And side note on Guillermo is the fact that he's very happy to be in the league, big leagues. He thought his last chance was with the Mets. He thought his career was over. The fact that he's been given an opportunity to play, not occasionally more than what he was in his last couple of years with the Mets. And the fact that he's a positive contributor. I kept seeing him throw the baseballs into the crowd and gesturing, and he looks like he's having a good time out there. We were literally sitting right across from third base, like 4 rows from the front. And he was just looking like he was happy, having a good time. And he had a nice triple. Adele ran around the bases real easy. It was 2-1. Then you had Shonawell with a nice clutch hit to make it 2-2. Then you had Ward with a nice productive, Dumbo ears fly ball to center field, 3-2. And, here's the thing. So we paid $9 to get into the stadium, right? And we're sitting in we should be sitting in 434. No, we made our way because 714 tickets are $5. Then we use the Heedy code. They take $1 off because it was like 15% of that or 10% or whatever. Anyway, we came down, and usually back in the day, especially when the team was good, the ushers would check and be like, "Are you sure you have the right tickets?" They want to check your phone. They want to check your stub. Dude, we walked all the way down, and all I did was I went on 714 tickets to see what tickets were available. and I'm going to sit in those seats. I learned that from Dan's son and Dan Rios. So what I did was I found these seats in section 110, and I was like, oh, there's like 6 seats. I go, babe, these are our seats tonight. And we sat right down there, and we were right next to third base. I mean, with shouting distance of all the players, and we almost caught a couple foul balls. It was great night, right? And so after the Angels, took the lead, I'm feeling pretty good. 4th inning comes around. Neto goes deep, a home run, 2-run shot, and you're thinking, man, 5-2, we're doing good. I'm thinking the Angels are going to pile on a couple more runs, make this a little bit of a rout. Maybe the Brewers get a couple. Estevez may have to come in the 9th, 7-4. So be it, right? That's not how it went. The Angels got those 5 runs and then just stopped. Did absolutely nothing after that. And why was I surprised? So after the 4th inning, they did nothing. They stayed at 5 runs and 6 hits. Didn't really, or I think they got 1 hit after that. Yeah, they only got 1 hit after the 5th inning. And then the Brewers got a run to make it 5-3. And all of a sudden now you're not feeling that good. And Garcia came out after Plesac pitched 6 innings. Again, Plesac is only supposed to give you 4. But he was up to about 70 so pitches in the 4th inning. And I'm thinking, okay, babe, I think he may finish the 5th. But he got like the 5th inning done in 8 pitches. Ron Washington let him come out for the 6th, and he blew through that as well. So the key was 55 strikes out of 86 pitches thrown, just 3 runs on 4 hits. He had the 2 walks and 1 strikeout. Other than the bad home run he allowed in the 2nd inning, I thought it was a fantastic start for Plesac. Fantastic. Garcia gave up a single right away, right? Then another single to then make it 1st and 3rd, a stolen base. You had 2nd and 3rd, nobody out. And the single which went to right field, which got runners on the corners prior to that, was on an 0-2 pitch. He made 2 mistakes to these hitters, and they bit him, right? But he went to a fastball fouling off. He went to a high pitch, or he would try to land a curveball, and I was watching it because we were right there, and his pitch selection was brilliant. I don't know if it was Ohapi, the what is it called, the coaching staff calling the pitches, or him himself, but he worked ahead of the counts. He got a strikeout, and then he went with his split finger to get the strikeout. He set up the other batter the same way. He fouled off one, landed one on the corner, threw one up in the zone to get him thinking high, and then he bit him with a splitter, and he did the same thing on the final at batter with 2nd and 3rd. So that was the game. That was the turning point right there in the 7th inning. And the Brewers could have got the momentum right back. They could have tied the game. They could have took the lead. And what a great performance by Garcia, gutting it out. He set up the mess, but he's like, I'm going to take care of it. And he was pumped, and the Angels sideline was pumped, the dugout. Keep wanting to call it the bullpen, but everyone was psyched. And then Moore came in there, a little shaky with a walk because, you're only nursing a 1-run lead. The guy got over to 3rd, but who cares? He had a nice play by Renifo over there at 3rd. And then there you go. That set up Estevez, and Estevez put him down 1-2-3 very easily in the 9th. Estevez, his last 4 saves have been spot on, very easy, no trouble. Only threw 13 pitches and did the Hadouken, and that was it. So good for the Angels tonight. They went with runners in scoring position, only 1 for 2 because they only had a few chances. But let's go over the awards tonight, and then we'll get into your comments on this late show here. Golden Stamos. The John Stamos Award for Best Player on the Field tonight, I'm going to give it to Zach Plesac, because making your Angels debut, your home debut, in front of a whopping crowd of 26,000 fans, a lot of empty seats. I think there might have been 21, 22 because paid attendance. Yeah, I don't think there was 26 actually there, but they were loud enough. It reminded me of the old days. But Zach Plesac, he pitched really good. And I like the fact that he's pitching from the stretch, or not from the stretch, but from the stretch, not the windup. So he did pretty good tonight. And like I said, 55 pitches out of 86 were strikes. He was very much in control, and he only made one mistake, and that was it. Other than that, the really good hitters on this team, like Adames and Yelich, he held to 0 for 7 tonight. So I thought, what a nice performance by him tonight. And Tehran did get him for a homer as well. He was a little bit annoying for the Brewers tonight, but that's a good team. Very underrated team, but the Angels did a good job. So he gets the Golden Stamos. Who gets the Nacho Night?
I love the nachos, gas station nachos. I love those nachos, yeah. Gas station nachos. Ow.
Ow. I think you're going to have to give it to Moniak. We gave him a positive the other day. We're going to give him a negative. 0 for 3 tonight. He had an error in center field as well. two more bad strikeouts. Seeing him up close and personal like that, he goes from having a nice little week, and you get Wayne Randazzo singing his praises, and Gooby's like, he's got a 7-game hit streak. Woo, woo. Hey. To now, he looks lost again. Again, homeboy needs a mentor. He looked lost, terrible out there. 2 more strikeouts for him. God awful for him. I was going to think about giving it to Yelich, but Yelich didn't do anything defensively. And I'm not going to give it to the kid Rodriguez. I thought he didn't pitch all that bad. And did you guys know and see Angels' great Elvis Peguero, Grillmaster's favorite? He'd always say, Elvis has left the building. He was pitching for the Brewers, and he actually pitched pretty decent. When inning and third was not hit at all. So that kind of sucked. I thought we would do some damage. And then you have this award, which is the Golden Dong for stiffest competition on the field. Hardest person to get out, hardest person to hit. It could be either a pitcher or a hitter, but definitely this guy is a pitcher, and that is Willie Caldong with his huge dong. I took a picture and sent it to the guys. They were laughing because you can see it. You can see it from the stadium.
It's a big Calhoun, the Golden Dome, for the player who stood out all day long. Stiffest competition on the field, halos in the infield, who's gonna be revealed?
The stiffest competition on the field. Who's going to be revealed? I thought it was Guillermo tonight. They lifted him late, which I didn't agree with, is the fact that, Renifo had a sore wrist, was nursing that. You don't need to pull him off the bench because he doesn't match up with a lefty that they brought in. I mean, you literally had Shonawell hitting next, who really doesn't hit all that great against lefties either. You had Guillermo up there who was 2 for 2. And had driven in a run and had made nice defensive plays all night, tagging out the runner and the rundown, which I thought he was safe. And then he made, he was a fan favorite tonight. Everyone liked him out there. And you bring in Renifo. I like Renifo too, but there was really no need to do it right there. Renifo just promptly comes up and strikes out. But I thought Guillermo played a really good game tonight. He was a thorn in the side, getting that triple and then also getting that single as well. So his average is at 263. So there you have it tonight. The Angels win, and we also get to celebrate the fact that no more 54. He's gone. He's gone forever, hopefully. Watch us sign him back at the end of the game or at the end of the week or whatever when he clears waivers. One Jets pod leads off with they'll blow the next game. They will. This team is still shitty. One Jets pause. Dan Rio says, it's late. Did you forget? No, I was at the game, and then we went to Mezzo afterwards, and we got some that was such a freaking good calzone. My girl got wings. We got mozzarella sticks. It was really, really good. Had me some blood orange beer, so I was happy. Happy guy. Angels brewed just enough offense to beat the Brew Crew. Ha, ha, ha. Also, he was at the game. Also, Milwaukee was cruising for Brews today. Oh, jeez. Neto Homer, Q Bally's. Yes, because whenever they do something, anything, it is straight to this. Also, let's see, where is it? Suarez on X is out of here. Yes, Danny. Also, Grimmaster says, we won at home. What the hell's going on out here? Yep, leaving Lombardi's like, wait a minute. We won? What the hell's going on out here? Also, light that baby up. Tyler says, Stukas. That reminds me. We won. So that means we get to play this song. We don't play any Savage Garden. We don't play no Buttercup. We play. My boy, producer to the stars, says, even when we win, my dong is still flaccid. Sebastian checks in. Hey, did you see that launch angle and exit velocity of Neto home run? Q Bally's. Hey, 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 hey again. I'm telling you, I don't know if they get paid for playing that song, but boy, do they love that song. That is their absolute favorite. Also, no Neto with no leg kick tonight. Loves it. Grillmaster says we were not swept in game one. Salini says Suarez DFA and light that baby up. No word on Soriano. Nothing yet. He just had some soreness from what I heard. Wait, what? Suarez is gone? I missed that. Yep, he sure is. Hey, did you know that the Brewer pitcher wears 00? Gooby a million times. Yeah, Gooby said, hey, guys, there's a pitcher that wears 00. And that's been happening before, so it's not like it's a new thing. Suarez is gone. Sebastian loves it. Play celebration by Cool and the Gang. We DFA'd Suarez. I would, but we have to worry about copyright. So to get those songs, I have to get the off-brands or the covers by other people. Now we can sweep, Dan Rio says. Also, wow, the Angels beat a really good team. Would be impressed if they can win a second one, but we all know what goes when we win the first game. Yes, sir. Check out that launch angle on sending Suarez out of here. Dan says, see ya, suckers. Tucker sucked too. Also, the eye candy of Hutchins is gone. Congrats on the sex, though, Cole Tucker. Can't Cole Tucker accept to go to AAA? Yeah, he's got clear waivers, and I'm pretty sure he will. But also, the Angels have to agree to take him back as well. And so can Suarez. If Neto ain't on an all-star, we riot. And you know, here's the thing about Neto, Alex. 10 home runs, 31 RBIs. Yes, you'd love to see the batting average come up. It's at 249. If he's hitting 270, I think he's a shoo-in in the all-star game. I don't think they're going to let him in at 249. I do think, though, he's going to finish the season. Mark my words, because I said this in the preseason, with 20 or more home runs. But with having 10 already, there's a pretty good chance. I'm going to call it now. Give me 26 and 77 to finish the year for our boy, Zach Neto. I think he's going to hit 265, 26 home runs, 77 RBIs. I think that's what he's finishing out with. Well, Hoppy All-Star vote. Also, One Jet Spot says, I worked hard on that mean fucker. Actually, I didn't. Also, I forgot who her winning pitcher was. It was Plesac tonight. Oso checks in with Neto got me as hard as the Golden Dong with that dinger. He sure did. Jay said, what's with a Drac voice from Hotel Transylvania when doing Suarez voice? Oh, that, you know what? That is just my impersonation of what I think he sounds like. But he's probably like, hey guys, he probably sounds like that. Blood Moon says it's about time. Keep placid. Plesac up in the rotation. Maybe with this, Soriano will pitch Saturday in game 2 of the Ghetto series. We'll see. Fuck the Celtics, Alex says. That's coming from a Lakers fan as they win the championship. Angels win. The Mavericks lost. All is great. Also, Grillmaster says, balls, and Todd using online dating. I was not online dating. It's called Instagram. Hello. It wasn't a site. It was Instagram. And I was just hitting on her, and it just worked out. All right. So sue me. Sue me.
Time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and John
Instagram. Also, One Jet Spot says, instead of sending nudes, they are sending feet pics. Ha, ha, ha. Shut up. Anna says, yay, Angels won tonight. Well done. Did you use a Hinge, Bumble, Tinder? No, I did not. And I didn't use Farmers Only like you. Blood Moon says, Suarez should never see a baseball as long as he lives. I love the joke from last night where they said, someone said, Suarez is so stupid. He was looking for a bucket of curveballs. Stupid. Native says the front actually woke up and made what could possibly be the best. The front. or the fans, maybe. I don't know. Hayes says, hell yeah, move of the season. Silent E says, I'll take Plesac over Suarez any day. Why that didn't happen earlier, I don't know. Even Herget was better than him. I wonder if Suarez accepted the assignment or not. If not, his head is bigger than Calhoun's dong. I don't know if that's possible because Calhoun's dong was pretty big in person, and I'm sitting by third base, and I saw it from home, from the third base to home plate. I was like, God damn. Suarez DFA'd. What the hell is going on out here? Yeah, you know that everyone was happy today when that news hit. What the hell's going on out here? Good stuff, Lombardi. Was worried that there wasn't going to be a post-game podcast tonight. I appreciate that, Hayes. 1-0 in the post-Suarez era. Also, Willie Max says Garcia had that splitter working tonight. It looked devastating, too. Seeing it from third base and watching it dip, oh, man, dude. Like, I called it on I think when he was facing Sanchez and Perkins, and he got Sanchez to his knees on the strikeout, and then he got Perkins to go down to his knees. You're damn right, Willie Mack. That splitter looked nasty. Suarez deserved his release, especially after that dumbass remark about pitching yesterday. Exactly. He's a moron. Garden Grove Todd Ortiz went to Pacifica. My bad. Joey Ortiz was acquired from Baltimore. Corbin Burden's trade, a former highly touted prospect for the O's. They had no room for him in Baltimore, so they flipped him to Milwaukee for Burns. Boy, isn't that great, Grill Master and everybody out there? It's nice to have prospects to be like, you know what? We have too many of this position. Let's flip them. When have the Angels last been in that situation? Jeremy has been very underrated. Let's keep him, Lakers fan. I'd say at this point you have to. Plesac reminds me of Giolito a little bit. Tend to allow home runs, but hope he can cut down the walks, and he'd be a decent pitcher. It seems like with this staff, they kind of watch against the walks. Ward still sucks. Please DFA. Tyler says also, Guillermo was with the epic face plant describes the season perfectly. Yeah, it does, dude. That was pretty cool, though. And he was wiping the dirt out of his beard. That was awesome. We won, and oh yeah, let's go, 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 and oh yeah. Big 20 coming with the hard takes right there. If you didn't get enough of your baseball knowledge with that take alone, you should just jump off the podcast right now. If you go to any kind of water cooler, if that still exists, to talk at work tomorrow, and you say, hey, if your friend says, hey, do you still watch that podcast? Oh, yeah, I do. What did you get out of it? I hope you repeat that knowledge that you just got from Big 20 right now, because nobody brings the intense, in-depth, analytical baseball knowledge than Big 20. Those oh yeahs, I mean, says enough. Lakers say, can we move on from the NL, or can we move on from the NL? Everyone seems beatable. So, yeah, or can we move to the NL? My bad. I got messed up with those oh yes, Lakers fan. At this point, we've always had a good record against the NL. I say let's do it. Guillermo ate dirt in the pickle. That was pretty funny. The dong is still flaccid. Also, Blood Moon says, I remember the Brewers were in the American League. I remember County Stadium. I like that stadium. One Jets Pod says, never assume the Angels are ever going to ever pour on more runs. Come on, Todd. I know that was pretty stupid of me. Great work by Garcia after he got into trouble with a second and third and nobody out. Guillermo is a decent and good mentor, but I think trade him and to build Stefanik is the right thing. But who would take him? I mean, if you're going to get something out of him, yes. But if it's not worth it, I think you keep him on the team and find a way to get rid of 6. What's the story on Plesac? He is a younger draft pick. He looked great tonight. Well, he never really fit in with Ohio. Ohio has standards when it comes to their pitchers. And he got into some kind of locker room shit a couple times over there. And it might have been, the good thing is he was released by Ohio. He's got a lot of upside. He's sort of like not Bo Bichette, but the Biggio son. He's got a lot of potential, a lot of upside. Maybe Toronto wasn't his fit. Maybe Ohio wasn't his fit there for Plesac. And maybe being humbled and having to go to the minors, being DFA'd twice, maybe is making him going to take the sport. Because from what I heard, he's a guy that really wasn't taking his job too seriously. And his, being a second-generation player, he was really taking advantage a lot. So hopefully he's been humbled, and hopefully he turns into a diamond in the rough for us, because that would be nice to actually come up on something good for once. Garcia struck out Sanchez, Perkins, and Terang in that order. Rally Chris says, I think Perry listened to my tweet yesterday. I said, leave Suarez in San Francisco. Don't let him come back to Anaheim. And they did. Fuck yeah. Goodbye. Bye, Suarez. Also, the first batter Garcia faced should be struck out no matter he swung or not. The umpire missed the strike call. Yeah, the umpire missed a couple calls tonight. I will say that. The Angels' grandma checks in with it was the Zach attack. Zach Neto, 5th inning, Angels shortstop over with 10 home runs plus this season. And then Zach Plesac with 6 innings and 3 earned in his Angels debut. It was a Zach attack. I should have named that for the title tonight. I hope Suarez got his slippers before he was DFA'd. Q Bally's. He's like, hey, we have some sad news tonight. We have lost Suarez. Suarez, number 54, has been DFA'd, but good news, everybody. He got his slippers from one Artie Moreno and his beanie, because we all know June can be really hot here in Anaheim. Over to you, Erica. Let's see. Let's get back to the comments here. 714 tickets. 714 tickets. You can use that to get 10% off of your next ticket purchase by just saying Hiti. H-I-T-I. Garcia had me clenching my cheeks, or was it because I had to poop? I guess never will know. But either way, it was win for me and Garcia. So he still got the job done. Brian says we should be able to get solid prospects for Estevez if he keeps pitching well. Bro said it after the game that he is a rhythm pitcher, and there were 0 games to save early in the season. That is true, Brian. That is very true. In the second half of the last season as well, he didn't get that many opportunities, and when he did, he was very streaky because he wasn't that good, because we didn't give him any chances. Angels are 8-7 so far in June, so don't let the Angels get hot. They can be dangerous. I don't know about that, but we'll just stick with that. We'll hope just one game at a time, buddy. One game at a time. The Suarez Award, Nacho Award, goes to Moniak. Dan Rio says, I remember when the Brewers were in the same division as us. That's a long time ago. That's when there was like 50 teams in our division. Zach, he's Lego Maniac. Remember that commercial? No, I don't actually. I need to be refreshed on that one. But sounds familiar. Hey, welcome to the Angels podcast, and I have no idea what I'm doing here, Trent Rush. Yeah, he's like, what do I talk about? There's so many positives. Let's start with the food. Angels better get a haul with that trade of Anderson and Renifo with 2 years of team control on those players. That would be a nice little package, but I'd have to go to a team that has a plethora of good prospects to steal from. My prediction is they go off and get a great start. Remember, we're going to the series versus the Brewers, and we're going to have a winning record in June. That was his prediction, and you could take that to the bank and deposit it. Well, we'll see what happens. Did I say Peguero? Whatever. Also, we had Hobie Milner, too. He was pitching for us during COVID. That's right. I knew he looked familiar. It's been so long, dude. Let's see. Also, Rally Chris says Todd probably was telling Steve Lee's tonight at the games. Let's stare at Willie's dong. It's so big. I can't see the game. He is blocking my view. Shut up. No, I wasn't. But you couldn't miss it. Why did you eat at Mezzo's when you could have went to OG's? What the fuck? Why would I go to OG's when I could go to Mezzo's? OG's is terrible. There's so many, what is it called? OG's around. My job gave me free tickets to the game the 25th and the 30th. Still debating if I should go. You should go, Jay. If it's free tickets, might as well cash in. Can we play Who Let the Dogs Out when we win? Oh, man, I don't know. I have to run that by the producer to the stars, because we have to come up with some alternatives, just in case we don't play the same ones over and over. But Stukas is good. So thirsty tonight. Oh, that's sexy. MLA says Squid and Suarez forever in your heart, Todd. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get a patch of 54. And what was Squid's number? I even made myself forget his number and have that number on the side of my jersey, like they're fallen angels. So yeah, this team has grown since opening day. It has a bit. Nachos for Perkins for getting tagged out by Guillermo. Also, Tyler checks in with still insane. Pilar isn't starting every game. And Ward, that makes 0 sense. And there was these 2 chicks behind us who did the same thing. They were bragging about sitting in the 500s and coming down. So we didn't even venture upstairs. As soon as we got in the stadium before the Calling All Angels started, we went right to that section of where the tickets weren't sold. So they came down in the 5th inning, and for almost 5 innings, they wouldn't shut the fuck up. And they were talking about dumb stuff. And I thought they were listeners to the show because they were like, look at Dumbo ears on Ward, but I love him. He's so cute. And I want him. And there was like 4 chicks that were drunk and 1 guy. They had the one cuck there, the one who probably drove him and paid for everything. And so the 4 women were behind us and they were like, oh my God, Ward is so good. Look at him. Come on, Wardy, baby. Come on. And I'm like, I looked at Steve Elise. I'm like, he's not a dog, like he's not an animal. And they're, come on, baby, you can do it. You just missed it. Long fly ball. He's so good. I hope that he does good, but they don't trade him. I don't want him to be traded. Right? I don't want him traded either. He's so good. I want him to be resigned. And I'm starting to look back and she's like, don't do it. Don't interact with them. They will not shut up. I'm like, they're not shutting up right now. She's like, yeah, but if you acknowledge them, if you engage with them and start talking to them, they will piss you off. And I don't want to hear you mad after this. And I'm like, point taken. I love you, babe. And then I tried drowning them out. But all the rest of the game, I don't like that Calhoun guy. He's slow around the bases. He's fat. Why is he trying to steal bases? And I wanted to say, because his penis weighs more than your head. But I couldn't. I wanted to. The girl would have been upset with me. Light that baby up, Andrew Rivas says. Also, Dynaco Dad chipping in with $2. Appreciate that. Light that baby up. Neto is a stud. Go Halos. Absolutely, Dynaco Dad. Thank you so much right there. That is a true Angel fan. He's at every game, literally. Love to see Mickey starting to hit a little bit, Andrew Rivas says. But not tonight. He was a bad hitter tonight. I used Bumble, by the way. Farmers Only doesn't exist. It does. Uh-oh. Also asking for one song. He hasn't heard it yet, and so we'll play it.
It's o'clock, angels play. Win or lose, we toast today. Sip and cheer, no matter the score. Splits o'clock, let's pour some more. Splits o'clock, let's pour some more.
If you want to blame anybody, that's Oso's fault. By the way, Willie says Erica Weston loves Big Papa. Yeah, she'd like to get his hands on him, or she'd like to get her hands on him. Andrew Rivas says, get Christian Mingle time. Shut up, man. Balls, and Suarez is out of here. Oh, man, that's the best news of the day.
Time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and John
Suarez is gone.
He gone.
Exactly. Also, Calhoun's big dong gives you penis envy. I think he gives everybody penis envy. Does Soriano go against the Dodgers? He might get moved up against the Dodgers, and I think that would give us a chance, Willie. Bro, since you mentioned Erica Weston's eye, that's all I look at now. Forrest Whitaker. Good pull, also. Oh, that's a good pull. Erica Whitaker. Or Forrest Weston. Oh my God. Yeah, dude, that's all I was looking at when she did that interview. She's like, Police Sack should have taken 54 as an extra fuck you to Suarez. That would have been funny, Grillmaster. That would have been great. Also, Erica Weston got turned on by Calhoun's Willie. According to logic, shame was Willie got penis envy by looking at Vanessa Hudgens. Also, Boo Boo says, I remember when the Astros were in the NL. We were winning a lot more when they were in the NL. Also, Silent E says, we could have lost tonight, and I still would have been happy about Suarez. Hell, we could have lost the series, and I'd still be riding this high. I expect to lose a series anyway. The eternal optimistic. Umpire tonight was Dan Merzel. He wears number 107. Okay. Also, private message is in tears. PM is in tears. Or Perry Manassian. Why did I say private message? Let me start over. Perry Manassian is in tears letting go Suarez. Yeah, because someone keeps telling him, hey, he has a lot of upside. Hey, watch his pitches. Hey, but not no more. No more Hayes. I'll be in town from Sacramento against the Tigers' first Angel game in 5 years. Awesome, Ben. Let me know, man. Maybe we'll hook you up at Mezzo or freaking come over to what's it called? It's right there, Noble. I got to get over to Noble as well because I haven't been over there in a good bit, a couple weeks. So I got to get over there and get some beers. But we'll hook it up. And 714 Tickets is moving in right next to Mezzo, which is awesome because within literal walking distance, all three of our sponsors are right there. Big 20 says, I'll be there next Wednesday and Thursday. And, oh, yeah. Also, Tony says, we are the mighty, mighty nachos. I can go with that. Big Papa Dong Jr. showed up tonight, and the Dong himself almost hit a Dodger. It was much like his dong and was hanging a little too much to the left. Steve Lisa was attracted to Willie's dong too. Here we go. Salvador says 4. Yeah, there you go. Number 4. I forgot. I got to have a 4 and a 54. Used to be Luis Renifo once upon a time. Brett Phillips briefly back in the day when we had Brett Phillips. Also, we need Brett Phillips. No, we don't. Let's see. Also, the cuck was Big 20. Hey, says the Big 20 cuckold. See what you started, Marty? Everyone's calling. Is it time for spritz and clock beating a first place team? We already did that. Sapphire says, careful with a cuck word. I've been banned by using that word around here. Oh, yeah. You know what? Maybe. You know what you do, though? You space it out. You put like a dash or something because they do. Like, I hate that, dude. Certain things. I mean, you could talk and see some really wild stuff on YouTube. And then there's just a point where like a certain word, if they don't want you to say it, they'll take it away and they'll screw whoever is using it or what platform it's on. You sure that wasn't Big 20 with them 4 chicks? I would have thought it was, but no, it was not him. It was an older guy that kind of looked like Halo Joe. Brewers podcast, the Angels with one of the worst bullpens in the league. Q Bally's, Joey Ortiz pop up to Reese Hoskins, grounded into a double play. They're like, hey guys, I think we have a chance against the Angels. Worst bullpen in all of baseball. If you ever get a chance to watch a Brewers home game, I swear to God, if it's not, you know how we play that Q Bally's all the time. Their big thing on Brewers telecast when they're home is to show how many people can go or how many of their broadcasters go down the Benny the Brewer slide, or they'll show Benny the Brewer himself over and over during commercial breaks after a Brewers home run, or they'll show people walking around the stadium with bratwurst. That is pretty much, or if you're wearing any kind of Packer stuff, trust me, I've watched my fair share of Brewer games, and yeah, that's what I saw. Sounds like Spritz o'clock. Ward making casuals, Spritz everywhere. If only they knew about Calhoun's dong. But again, they're just casuals and not, and all this garbage makes them happy. Exactly. If you knew about the dong, I mean, these girls would be praising his dong. Estevez, Ward, Anderson, Luis Garcia, out of here! If it makes more sense. Also, Grillmaster, Erica Weston is hotter than Alex Curry. Alex Curry has too much teeth to count. She just lets Ben Verlander figure it out. And have you seen her, though, lately? Again, I'm not fat shaming. People put on weight. I've put on weight, and I've got to lose weight. Yeah, I've turned into a bit of a fat ass. I used to have a skinnier face. But, dude, she's put on weight. That's all I'm saying. Alex Curry, you need to do a little bit of running. That's all I'm saying. Like me, I will throw myself into that same boat. If you want to be running partners, all platonic, I'm taking Alex. I know Alex, but you can't have me. So I say we start jogging, and a good way is for me to get possibly one of those horse, saddles, and you get on all fours, and you can lose weight a little bit faster. We'll go like right now she's looking WNBA status. That's all I'm saying. She's pretty damn thick. Balls and Suarez dumpential. Also, Sega Boy says, Todd, will you be giving will you be going to be giving things away at Mezzo? Yes, I will, Sega. So if you come down there, you could get some giveaways down at the Angel games. Also, Brett's hits brought to you by Philips Television. Sega says the Brewers announcer sounds like Victor Rojas. Yeah, they used to have the other Angel announcer on there too. What was the guy with the glasses we had briefly 2 years ago? Don Sutton, his son. He was in Milwaukee as well. Milwaukee's beer had Strange Brew, Q song by Cream. Oh, good grief. I need to lose weight too, Grillmaster says. Weston needs to hit the weights, arms, chops. Now we're just fat shaming. But see, at least I can say, hey, I'm a fat ass too. I went down in weight. I got down to a healthy weight for myself. I was like at 249. And then all of a sudden I got into bad traits again. And all of a sudden now I'm having to start my ass over because I went back up from 249 to 262. So I got to get down for my doctor says, you got to get down to 235 or less. I'm like, oh, shit. Here we go again. So I've got like almost 30 pounds to lose. So yeah, I'm trying to get my summer body back. Also, Alex Benedict boobies. I mean, Curry. She does have some massive boobs. I mean, I don't even think my pillows on my bed are that big, and they're those. What is it? Those contour ones, those big ones. Yeah, those don't even fit right there. A saddle. Todd needs to Back in the Saddle by Aerosmith. I need to play that. Casuals are happy with Kathy's cookies, diarrhea, nachos, Modelo Especial, quesadillas, Ward Miscue fly balls, and strikeouts down at the Dick. Look, I'll agree with Kathy's cookies. Some of their beer's pretty good. You know what's funny? And it's I've been to I think tonight was game 13, maybe even 14 for the year. It's something ridiculous already. I've already been to a baker's dozen at least games, right? And literally sitting down, I always sit on the first base side, and I really never go into the pavilion side, or at least the upper part of it where, underneath the scoreboard in right field. And I kid you not. Tell me why the first time all year I've noticed in right field that the Budweiser pavilion's gone. I recognize that shit all last year because I kept saying, damn, that's funny how it's empty. The Modelo side's packed. I remember when the place to be was the Budweiser pavilion. And when all that stuff went down and everyone went political and it was all over the place, like that place was a ghost town. And now I look up there, I'm like, wait a minute. Where did the Budweiser pavilion? And Steve Elise looks at me like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, that's been gone since day one. I'm like, I've not noticed. I've been watching the team play on the field. I go, my eyes were wandering tonight because I couldn't believe how many seats were open. I was looking into the right field side and I'm like, hey, they got a Modelo sign up there. That's new. And she's like, no, it's been there all year. I'm like, oh yeah, the red roof is gone. I don't know, man. I'm special. Let's see. Also, Mr. 3000 is a funny movie, and it's a crazy movie, Willie Mack, because it's the first sports movie, or at least baseball movie, where their whole thing was, hey, let's not finish in last place. It wasn't one of those miracle teams where they come back and win the World Series or something. It was sort of like learning to be humble and playing like a team. It's a very underrated movie. It really is. Mr. 3000 and the late, great Bernie Mac. You want to talk about all the stories that have come out since Cat, and I'm just going this way, but the Kings of Comedy tour, and Cat Williams being so like just not giving a shit and saying whatever he wants and saying all the rumors. Dude was right on so far 90% of what he said, and all the jealousy in between with all the guys in the Kings of Comedy. And he said the only other real one on there was Bernie Mac. And he stole a lot of his shit. And Bernie Mac, man, I'm telling you, if you don't know who Bernie Mac is, if you're new, if you're a casual, look up his stand-up. That dude is so goddamn funny. He died way too young. One of the great comedians you'll ever see. That dude is hilarious. What's the oldest Halo team you remember? What year? Artie said. The oldest team I remember would have to be the 87-88 team. Or 87-88's team, one of those two teams, because I do remember watching because you know how Gooby comes on and says, hey, that's when we went to the World Series with the Royals, and that's when we beat out the Angels. We came back and they lost the division. They were trying to win the division back-to-back seasons. Yeah, I remember my first memory with my dad wanting to, because he told me he was going to throw me up the air and celebrate when the Angels went to the World Series. And that happened to be the first game that I watched with him sitting on his lap, and Henderson hit the home run. Donnie Moore gave it up. And I was just wondering why he didn't, I heard my dad curse for the first time. And then he, didn't want to talk to me. He stormed off and he pissed off my mom, and we were all shaking our heads. And I didn't know why dad was so pissed, and it wasn't until later on. But the first team I followed probably would have to be the 88 team. 87 I started to get into it because of my dad, and then I really got into the 89 team. So I think the 89 team I'd have to say would be my first, one that I watched from start to finish. I was just like into every game. Let's see. He liked Darren Sutton. Yes, I am mentioning Darren Sutton. Balls, and swing and balls out of the zone. Swing at the balls out of the zone. Yeah, I mean that's what the Angels do best. That is what the Angels do best. They like to do stuff like that. Is swing out of the strike zone. Too busy squinting to see the dong. Also, I love me some Mr. 3000 and miss Bernie Mac so much, James Gonzalez. Also, Artie says they should redo right field vendor pavilion, waste of space, open it up or something. It never caught on. Also, not only that, the stairway, how it just ends and you have to go down that creepy stairway out of the view of the game. That it's a bad, it's a bad formation right there. And they've never done anything. They were bringing on house bands by the scoreboard at the end of the row before the green. They still haven't figured out what to do in center field. So yeah, there's a lot of potential right there. Rest in peace, Bernie Mac. Eddie Murphy, back in the day, stand up was a GOAT. Yeah. Again, Ben, you're probably old enough to know then if you're bringing up Eddie Murphy. Delirious was the first special I watched, and I was I was only like 11, and my sister corrupted me. She's like, "You got to watch this. It's hilarious." And I had never heard, living in a strict religious house at the time, I never heard like cursing like that. And every other word was F this. And I was like, oh, my ears were bleeding, but it was awesome. James says the reason why I am who I am is because of Bernie. Yep, he's a big influence right there. Big 20 is like the Orlando Brown Diddy gave me that squash. Yeah, you got to see that if you're looking for some good Diddy content. I did see that. Bro, how old are you? Do you collect Social Security yet? No, I don't. But I'm close. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't even realize that change in right field. Yeah, me neither. Todd misses the Jack in the Box by the rock pond. I miss when the stadium was closed up. That's what I miss. Let's see. Also, Sega says Angel Stadium had Yogurt Land. That's true. They had a lot of cool stuff at some point, but they always fuck it up. I miss when Panda Express was at the Big A. Yeah, that wasn't too long ago. Also, Darren Erstad with the 10 best Halo or top 10 best Halo. Also, or Darren Erstad a top 10 best Halo. I would have to say so because he was the heart and soul of that team, and we didn't really find out exactly what he was until his career was over, unfortunately. But Darren Erstad was a hell of a player. I'd have to say he's up there. I really think he's up there because the way he never played in a clean jersey, he didn't care the way he was losing his hair like most players would. Like I would have shaved my head. He's like, I don't give a funk. He just played how he did. His helmet came off, whatever. He wanted to win. He was a gritty player. And if you wanted him at first base, he played first base. If you wanted to DH him, he DH'd. If you wanted to play him in center field, left field, right field, he's awesome. And I thought it was only fitting that, that he made that catch to win the World Series. Yeah, Darren Erstad's definitely my top 10. I'm not one of these guys that says, oh, Rod Carew. No, Rod Carew played the bulk of his best baseball in Minnesota. I'm not going to even throw in 44. Yeah, those are cool jerseys to have. But those guys I never really, and then the one that should have been long-term was Nolan Ryan. And you could say, I would only put him in the top 10 because he started with us technically, but he should have been with us for an entire career. It would have been great if he finished his career in Anaheim, but there you go. Let's see. I really wanted Plesac to get that shot, and he did get a shot, so that's good. Was it the broadcaster you mentioned was Darren Sutton? Yeah, it was Darren Sutton. We interviewed him, and of course we gave him the kiss of death because then the other guy got hired, and we interviewed him, and he got the kiss of death, and he got fired. So that was great. We had a good record right there with broadcasters. I want to live in an alternate universe where Samuels own the Angels, the real miracle on ice. Also, Jim Edmonds, Angels top 10. No. If he would have finished his career with the Angels, yes, or at least played the bulk of it, but he seemed to play the bulk of it away from Anaheim, and he missed the best years right there. So, yeah, I think Jim Edmonds would be outside of the top 10. He obviously goes into Angel history for those catches. He had a lot of moonshot home runs, very good doubles hitter, solid dude, but I don't think he's top 10 Angels. No, there's it's funny because I think you can probably, I think you could probably only say if you had to pick a top 10, you could probably only have 3 or 4 from the top 10 prior 2002. And then you'd have to just be like, try to whittle it down between all the good players that came from the 2002 season to the 2010 season. There was a lot of good players that put up really good numbers. I mean, you got to think about Percival, you got to think about Rodriguez, you got to think about Shields, you got to think about Garrett Anderson, Tim Salmon, like I said, Darren Erstad, Benji Molina, Troy Gloss. You throw him in there. You got to throw Jared Weaver in there. You got to throw Chuck Finley, Mark Langston, Wally Joyner. Although Joyner didn't play a bulk of his career, but still, he put up some good numbers. There's several players. Obviously Vladimir Guerrero. I mean, how can he not be off the list? He's like the only Angels representative. So Vladimir Guerrero already gets a golden stamp. He's already up there. So there's so many players that you'd have to whittle down. A top 10 would be very hard, very, very hard to get. Also, the Samuels, the Ducks owners. Oh, okay, I've thrown off. At least they have a good relationship with Anaheim, and they love Orange County. That's true, and they do a lot in Anaheim. So it would be nice if they get there. Oh, there was a tease. I did not see that. The Ducks' new logo. I wonder what it's going to be, a Rally Chris. I have to take a look at that, and hopefully the Ducks can. I mean, as long as they don't do what they did with that orange and black thing. I don't know, man. Ducks are going to go back to an old school logo. The Angels could rebrand a classic logo. They should. All right, Big 20. It's your turn to call in because we know you want to call in and let us know about how you have not had sex still. So yeah, that's. You should just go ahead and do that. Oh, how about David Eckstein? Yeah, K-Rod's definitely mentioned. Here we go. It's the Halo Honk line.
Hey, Todd.
Hey, what's going on, Hammer?
Yeah, I have another night of
no!
House
We suck
myself,
again!
And I'm trying
shit.
to go
Here we go again.
Monday night, so it's kind of hard. Like, we have, like, plans with our friends. We're just cruising at home tonight. I'm like, oh, come on. Like, come on. And then,
Wait. Hold on. So the girls told you we have plans tonight. We're just cruising at home?
Yeah, because it's summertime and
how are they cruising at home?
They don't want to do it because they're like hanging out with their families and stuff. I don't know. It's very odd. Very awesome. But what's it called? Are you gonna be there on the 27th, like at Mendoza's?
Well, what I'm figuring, because we're trying to get the date down. Soriano's coming, but with this injury, it might change it a little bit. So we're trying to just get the right date down. But I'm going to be there on the 22nd for the grand opening. So we're going to be there from probably early on, but we're going to start all the stuff at 4.
So you might not be there next Thursday?
I'll let you know this week. Trust me. I'll let you know.
Okay, yeah. Let me know if you're going on the 27th, because me and my grandpa are going to the day game before on the Wednesday when Oakland leaves town, and then we're staying the night in our van and doing a doubleheader, and then going to the game the next day. And I want to come to Mendoza's and meet up with you guys.
It's Mezzo's, by the way, but we'll go with that.
Mezzo.
Yeah.
Yeah. And 4th of July is after next week. And I'm hopefully going to get laid on 4th of July. Independence Day. Oh, yeah.
I have a feeling the girls will be cruising at home.
No, the girls will be cruising on the beach and with me that night.
Okay.
Yeah. But other than that, we won. So great way to start off the week. And hopefully we get one again tomorrow night. And what else? Yeah, my summer's just starting because 4th of July is coming up. And then I have my surf contest that I'm in camp. And then
Oh, good for you.
You guys at Mendoza's next Thursday, maybe. We'll see.
Mezzo's. But yes, we will do that. Okay, bro.
Go Angels, go Chicks, and party time. Oh, yeah. Woo! Summer's awesome. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Right now, Artie says best D. Sarcina shortstop, or Gary D. Sarcina is the best defensive shortstop. I liked him defensively, but you have to throw Ibar in there. I loved Ibar at shortstop, and I believe Neto will be better than Ibar. Obviously, not only stats, but defensively. So Neto could be a future top 10, maybe. I still think he's going to be an El Capitan at some point. He's going to be your Darren Erstad. It's the Halo Honk line.
Hi, Todd. Oh, yeah.
Jeez. Rally Chris, how are you doing? Okay. What's going on?
These nuts.
Huh?
He gone.
Are you okay? Oh, Suarez, yeah. Dude, I'm so glad. We basically told him,
You're fired.
What?
We told him you're fired. Hello?
Yeah, I'm calling right now. We're winning tomorrow.
We're winning tomorrow. Okay, well, we got the rookie pitching tomorrow too, so we have to put up some runs on him because it was weird that we actually hit someone we don't know tonight. So we'll see what we could do, and then we got their ace on Wednesday, so it's gonna be very interesting.
But we got Anderson pitching Wednesday.
Yeah,
But I'm calling right now. If we win tomorrow, I'm saying it. We're sweeping if we win tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm honking my horn. Yeah, we're sweeping if we win tomorrow.
Okay, I like it. You're
And
very
that's called, and that's called a winning streak.
yeah. You got the 3 in a row, Rally Chris. Hell yeah.
I
So,
don't know if you saw my text. I made a bet with my coworker at work. I don't know if you saw the text.
oh yeah, I saw it. But we'll see what happens, Rally Chris. Well, let me get back here. I'm gonna finish out the show, my man.
All right, go Angels, beat those Brewers.
Hell yeah. That's Rally Chris right there. As we're approaching, damn, I didn't realize it was 11:30. That's how long the show's been and how long it took me to get on because we came home from the stadium a little late. It's getting hot in the studio. I didn't turn on the AC, so I'm grilling like Grill Master right now. flaming out like his jokes tonight. So with that being said, the Angels won. Let's play it one more time. We got the victory tonight, not spritz o'clock. We didn't get freaking screwed over. No more of this guy.
Dead man walking. If he tries me, I will make him famous.
I'm so glad he's gone. But hey, we won, and that means one thing. Good night, everybody, and the Angels win. Stokers!
Everybody wants to pay the